Oh shit! Here we go
The
again.
notes. Get the first down, Aaron.
Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
The show starts
right here, right
This
now.
is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
We breaking news again. Hog HQ Live, tell a Razorback friend. Hot Adam DP, the squad you can trust. On every platform, we never adjust. From the hills to the streams, we the Hog Dream Team. Dropping Razorback gems, y'all know what I mean. Heart with the insight, sharp as a tusk. Adams takes heavy, break the mic in the dust. DP in the cut, stat sharp as a blade. Talking hoops, talking football, every play gets made. Razorback Nation, call it Hog Vibration. On Facebook, YouTube, even Twitch sensation. Instagram scrolling, X marks the spot. When the pigs hit the field, we reporting the plot. Hog HQ Live, breaking news worldwide. Razorback pride, we'll never divide. From the palace to the streams, every sport, every scene, we the Hogs, we supreme. Living out the dream. Hog HQ Live, breaking news worldwide. Razorback pride, we'll never divide. From the palace to the streams, every sport, every scene, we the Hogs, we supreme. Living out the dream. DP crunching numbers, Adam setting the tone.
What's going on, everybody? This is your main man, Ox Smooth Baron, and you're tuned in to Hog HQ. Woo! Pigs, woo! Go Hogs!
Here we go. Look, welcome back to another episode. First of all, before we get started, just know that Adam put this comment at the bottom of the screen just to annoy me as I do the intro. And he did that. That's how we start the new year off. All right, but look, it's Hog HQ Live, another episode. Look, tell a friend, and we are back in 2026 with some new vibes, ready to do this thing. Hog HQ Live brought to you by the Hog Talk Podcast. Of course, let me introduce the guys. This gentleman over here, this is Mr. Hart right here, and this is Adam. I'm DP. Look, we're excited to be with you guys. Just know that the Steelers have Raven game is on. So me and Adam watching the game. Yeah.
Should have canceled.
Dude,
I'm joking. We got to give the people what they want.
There you go. That's what we're here for. So look, we got a lot to talk about, man. It's been a lot going on since we was last on. Hope you guys enjoyed, your time away. It's so much to get to. Ryan, what's up with you? How you doing? Thank you for watching. Ty, I see you comment. You all right? I'm not mad at it. I promise you I'm not mad at your comments, Ty. I appreciate the way you stand up for yourself. Our team celebrating. You got on Arkansas defensive player out the quarter. The joke's on you. Hey, man. It is what it is. Look, we're going to get into it. You can drop that young watching it too. Wes watching it too. All right. So, anyhow, we're going to get into it. We got a lot to discuss tonight. Going to talk some Razorback basketball. We're going to talk some Pro Hogs. We'll be making some moves in Pro Hogs. Also, going to talk about this transfer portal as well as commits / and we got to get into this college playoff and see what some people's thoughts are since other teams should have made it. Either way it go, we'll get to it in a second. We'll get to all of it. I will tell you this, Hart. How was your New Year?
That's pretty good. I had a good time. How about you?
It was cool. How was yours, sir?
It was pretty good. It was in North Carolina, and do whatever you want to do in your own personal life. But I saw more Confederate flags than any one person should just randomly see driving down the interstate.
Well, this is what I have to tell people. Depending on what state you go to, it's certain cities that are very, very popularized. But other than that, it's the South. Like I live in Georgia. People talk about Atlanta. I'd be like, the rest of Georgia look just like the rest of Arkansas. Don't get it.
Yeah, we were like around the Asheville area within an hour or two, and it's just kind of pretty as could be, but backwoods.
Gotcha. Understood. Look, we're gonna get into it. Look, hey, let me ask you a question. You got some Pro Hogs clips.
I do.
We need to get into those. We already told people to tell a friend.
I know,
they already like them. It's always good.
We're having to readjust to learn how to do this. So yeah, we just have random. I mean, we're going to talk through some of these for several minutes here, but we're going to go NFL. We're going to go NBA. Yes, there were players that were left out, but the video is already 5 minutes long and wasn't going to go into creating an even longer one for all of that. But yeah, so starting off the day with, as we all saw, Cam Little now has the number 1 and number 2 longest kicks in NFL history.
That's what's up.
Little, 67 yards! Oh!
And they just need to let Cam Little do all the celebrations he wants to do.
Not for sure. He was calling Arkansas. Like what people don't forget.
The era of the big leg kicker continues.
Also, while this replays, Jake Bates walked off and won their game for Detroit over Chicago. I didn't see how long it was, but Arkansas kickers are doing their thing.
Hey, man.
And I saw a video the other day that Cam Little likes to keep his house at 62 to 64 degrees, and I think that's a little bit extreme.
Hey, man. Ice water in his veins. That's what he did. We like it.
They're going to throw it. Allen will float it. It's picked off.
Yeah.
I'm poking fun at Brandon Allen here, but at the same time, like I told y'all in the text, I mean, he's made a roster for this
defense of Jacksonville. First NFL touchdown for Johnson.
$11 million. More than any of us are ever going to see. So, you know what? Props to him. And one thing, too, and this is a little rant. I don't always pay a whole lot of attention to everything that's going on in the NFL. Never would have thought, if you had told me that the Jaguars were 13-4, I wouldn't have believed you.
Right.
Moving on to NBA. Anthony Black is having himself a season. So for the season, this was done before their game ended from earlier today. So right now he's averaging 15.5 per game. I think I looked it up just a little while ago. Today he finished at 27 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 steal in 36 minutes. His last 5 games, he's averaging 25, 6, 4 rebounds, almost 2 steals, 1 block per game.
That
And
was
he had his career high like a week or two ago at like 38 points.
I gotta give credit to Coach Musselman for seeing the insight to say, hey, we're gonna put him at point guard. Like this, his versatility, how he can guard all these guys 1 through 5 down there, and still be able to handle the ball and be accurate from a distance.
Yeah, and I know that Calipari's already offered his younger brother Beckham, and I'd like to see him up in Fayetteville too.
Right. Oh, Nick Smith still doing this thing.
Yeah, you know he's finding his spot in LA's rotation. 8 points a game. Obviously, I'm going to post Nick Smith Jr. stats and videos whenever possible, just because I like to poke the bear of the fans that still don't believe that he was injured at Arkansas.
Right.
But yeah, no, he's coming into his own. You'll see here in a second. Not as good a news. Adu Thero is going to be out for 4+ weeks with an MCL sprain. So he kind of started to find himself a little bit, and then once again gets injured.
Oh, he's not coming to Arkansas and playing?
Oh yeah, you know, we're doing that whole thing.
Coach Cal don't play that. Coach Cal don't play that. Thero has been getting out of his own space over there. Bobby Porter been balling.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Porter didn't make it.
If you ever are into prop bets and whatnot,
that's what I am.
Most of the time, they put his over or his points at about 12.5.
Mm-hmm.
Always take the over if you see that 12.5.
You're gonna always get it.
Oh yeah. So he's one that, I mean, I feel like there's times I feel like he's slowing down a little bit, but then he has games where it's just like he hasn't missed a beat at all.
He got
and
it.
he still gets crazy eyes too. So.
Sure. Jordan Walsh at Boston.
Yep, he's on here next.
They put him in the starting line. I'm looking like it just goes to show you. You got to give credit to Coach Musselman. What he saw in these gentlemen's game, to what it has evolved into at this point, speaks volumes, man. We know these guys had talent at Arkansas, but we didn't get a chance to see all of Jordan Walsh and and Nick Smith and Anthony Black. We didn't see them in totality. And what they have grown their game into at this particular point speaks volumes to what Coach Musselman was doing.
And it's, I think, proof too to a lot of people kind of balk at the idea of the G League, and they prove why it's necessary, because Nick Smith Jr. and Jordan Walsh, Thero before he went hurt, like they all kind of paid their dues a little bit. Not so much Thero just being his first year or whatever, but paid their dues in the G League for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Moses Moody's still doing his thing, 11 points.
This is wild to me. Like I know a lot of times Arkansas fans will get frustrated by the way the program is going, but this is one of the better times where you've been able to see guys for over spread that you can recognize that was in the Arkansas uniform and basketball at least. Need that in football, which I think we'll get. Steal.
Speaking of, hey, look at that.
You got the shirt on?
Got the shirt on. One I didn't put in here, Isaiah Joe, 10.7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Jalen Williams, 5.5 points, 5 boards, 2.4 assists. They're playing the Suns right now.
Half a charge a game.
Yeah, since they take those away, or at least in the college level. So yeah, there's I feel like any day of the week you can turn a game on and see Arkansas players.
Isn't that nice compared to what it used to be?
Yeah, it was a spread a long time when we didn't have a lot of people to look at, and if we did, that was at a team where it was so far away we barely seen their games down south. So it was
I mean, you now with all the channels and stuff, I mean, you can watch literally just about anything.
Correct.
Want to see them give him a chance from 70. I mean, he's done it in practice and pregame. Obviously, I know the game's different, but talked about before the season that he had, I think, made a handful from 70 to 72. They just haven't let him try it in game.
He had the initial record in preseason, but they said it didn't count because of the preseason.
Yeah, it didn't count because of the preseason, and then so now he's just like, oh well, you didn't let that one count, so let me just do it twice.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. So, talking about basketball players, I want to get into Arkansas basketball. What Coach Cal and the guys have been able to put together on the floor, put on tape against some good opponents. Been able to put in some work in these last couple games. I'm just pleased with what I'm seeing right now. I don't want to get too high on it, but I'm really pleased at what I'm seeing right now. You want to tap into the game? We got 2 games. We had Tennessee, and then we had what was that?
James Madison.
James Madison.
James Madison. That was.
I don't even remember much from the James Madison game. Hold on real quick.
It don't matter.
I'm loading up the stats right quick. I do know that women's basketball lost today to Alabama.
I have not watched women's basketball yet.
So let's look.
Basketball. Hart, you watch any women's basketball?
No.
So
especially if they lost to Arkansas State, that told me I wasn't gonna turn it on.
yeah. So let's see. So yesterday, Darius Aka finished with 29, 9 for 16 from the field, 8 for 9 from free throw, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did have 4 turnovers. I'm going to say this because I said this a couple weeks ago, I believe. The people in comment sections dogging Darius Aka for his handful of turnovers a game and talking about how he doesn't need the ball in his hands. And I'll take 4 turnovers a game if he scored 29. I mean, he's scored 10 plus points in every game so far.
Mm-hmm. And 16 plus in all the 5 big games we've had with the Sweet 16 teams.
That's your constant player.
Mm-hmm.
That's your most consistent player, to be honest with you.
Let me see who else showed up. Carter Knox had 11. Malik Ewan had 12. Malik Thomas had 18. So it was kind of like the James Madison game was the game that Malik Thomas needed to dig himself kind of out of that 3-game slump that he was in. I still like him coming off the bench. I have no issues with it whatsoever. And I like, too, what I saw in that game was Nate Ament was held in check.
I'm glad you brought that up.
It took until the second half for him to finally start scoring. He didn't look with it in the first half. And after he airballed a 3 from the corner wing, the fans didn't let off of him. And a freshman, and to be a freshman and to be in that environment, that's what the fans needed to do, was just give him hell the entire game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. I was going to ask. We was looking at his last 2 schools were Tennessee and Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to choose Tennessee over Arkansas, is it a player you would have swapped him for on this roster?
Nope.
Okay. See, I was wondering. It's not even worth it. So it seems like Coach Cal made the right decision. The players who decided to come to Arkansas made the right decision. And it's a great group right now. There is a cup. Probably the best point guard in the nation, especially freshman.
Mm-hmm. And I think outside of, because so far this season, averaging 19.5, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 50% from the field.
Yeah, dude.
18 years old.
Dude is easily a lottery pick if he stays consistent. Can somebody stop Derrick Henry? Why? Why are we jumping on his back? I'm confused. I got him on a slip too, so it don't matter. He was getting lead and letting it grow. Aka was on the bench. Yeah. Happy New Year, happy New Year, Mr. Reese. Basketball looking good. Gaining more confidence. Absolutely.
No.
It's. I think we're looking at something special, and we don't know we're looking at something special.
I believe that, but then I get tired of, because we've done it other years too. And I say we, I just mean fans in general and stores that make apparel. Stop putting out shirts 10 games into the season that feels like 94.
Right.
And doing all that stuff, because we do this more often than not. We've done it under Cal before. We did it under Musselman. And I just don't hey, it's awesome. It's great. We always talk about 1994.
Right.
Stop comparing everything to it, because we're trying to hang another banner. Let's stop reverting back. Just like in football, let's stop talking about 1964. And I know that people are going to get in their feels about me saying that. And I'm too young at only 38 years old. I don't understand, whatever. But at the same time, let's stop living in the past, because guess what else was in the past?
What's that?
Mediocrity. So let's try to move forward and stop dwelling on the past so much. Now I'm still all for bring back these former players. They deserve it. But at the same time, I mean, how many times have we celebrated and honored the Final Four teams and the national championship team? And I don't know. It's just one of those things that it seems like every couple of years we're doing it.
Yeah, I get it. Go ahead, Hart. You about to say something?
Well, I was going to say, I like that Cal had Coach Nolan Richardson at practice before the game, and he decided to take over and show them how to play some defense. And it looked like they took some notes because they were really getting into them on defense against Tennessee. I liked Acuff. Malik Thomas has finally figured out his shooting woes, whatever that was about. I liked that Brazil's been playing, doing the dirty work, crashing the boards, put back dunks, hustling down court. Some of those put back dunks were, somewhat fast break threes, if you will, as people were still coming down court. We made our free throws. So we've kind of, one of our last shows, I was saying defense and free throws were some of our bugaboos at the time. And it seems like we're somewhat fixing that. I like this team. I don't think we're peaking. I think we're starting to somewhat gel, and I really like what we may have in March going forward. I've said it the whole time. I still think Sweet 16 is the floor. We'll see if that happens. NCAA tournaments, crapshoot, so you never know. But I like the team. I like the makeup. I like the depth. I just fear us going against a physically tough team on the inside and getting in foul trouble with our bigs. That's the only things that really scare me.
Gotcha. So when you went to your explanation, you used the word bugaboo. And I don't know if you've seen Mr. Petty AF. He went ahead and
a bothersome person, someone who's always stressing over dumb shit or constantly in your face wanting something. I don't know a lot of that.
Yeah. Go to work tomorrow and just start.
My mind went somewhere else, and it wasn't that. So proceed. I'm not even going to go into it.
But I digress. But he digresses. Look, Aaron Rodgers is about to take the ball. I do want to get into this. This is the first year I'm excited to go through the SEC grind in basketball. I don't want to get to. I don't even want to worry about the tournament at this particular point. I want to see how this team builds off of those games they played. All these tournament teams, these Elite Eight teams. I want to see what that looks like in rare form live against SEC opponents. I want to see if Arkansas going to dominate basketball this year. I love the way that this. I'm just saying this. I can't be taken too far. When was the last time you remember an Arkansas team where they had multiple names that you knew? They could potentially be household names. Multiple names, not just two guys. It's about 4 guys on this list, on this roster that you just know. When you think Razorback basketball, you talking about Billy Richmond at some point. You're talking about Acuff. Then you're talking about Malik. You're talking about Brazil. Like, we're not even talking about Carter Knox and Ewing yet. And the young man, what's his name? Kelly? Last name Kelly?
The one that hit the 3 against James Madison?
Aiden Kelly, yeah.
Do you know how big that is for that locker room? To see a guy who practices really hard and be able to show up in a game and do that, even when, the game is out of hand, that's part of the chemistry building and the team building that Coach Kyle brings to the game. A lot of people don't see that, but that's exactly what he's doing when it comes to that. Everybody loves a little guy that's from Fayetteville who never plays, and once he gets to the home game, everybody just gives him standing ovation. He makes a 3. It's a great, good feeling. So I like what Kyle is doing with this team. He's still being tough on them. He's being hard on them. He's giving us a scoop on what the transfer portal should look like. I see what he's trying to parlay himself into. But I like what he's doing right now. I like this team a lot. Adam, you got anything on the team?
I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Obviously, starting off 1-0 in the SEC plays better than last season. I think that probably sticks with this team and Coach Cal more than anything. Is starting off 0-5 last year. Darius Acuff, I mean, I think that he's impressed enough, or he's done enough, and then he goes out like he did yesterday and drops 29. So I'm curious because I still don't feel like that's his breakout game yet.
Oh, no.
Like he's still got one in the tank that we're going to be, I mean, I'm thinking 40 plus that's going to be, just blow things out the water. So they still have stuff to work on. They still have stuff to grow and build upon. And I like where they're sitting right now. We've talked about the guys on the bench. I would still like to see one of the foreign guys get worked in at some point during this, just to at least even have them ready for SEC tournament, NCAA tournament, just so you're not throwing in new blood into that type of environment when that happens. But whatever happens, obviously, I mean, Coach Calipari knows more than all of us, so it is what it is.
It'd have to be Zaffage, because Kareem Bertel has the back. I think he had back surgery or something. He's got a back issue. He ain't playing. Kareem Bertel isn't.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. Ryan said he's a lottery pick. Ryan, I'm glad you said that. I don't want to go too far, but I want to go ahead and put this on wax so it can forever be recorded and be said. Darius Acuff is about to make the number 5 in basketball be as relevant as the number 5 in football.
We'll clip that up clip that for y'all that don't know. We have an AI thing working now, so we'll see if it works.
Right. So this is the thing. Every couple years, I ain't gonna say couple years, it's probably 5, damn near 10 years. It's a generational guy who comes along that everybody remembers. And he's that guy for that generation. Some people guys Corliss Williams. Some people buy Ronnie Brewer Sr. You know what I'm saying? Sidney Muggs. Bobby Portis. Like you have a guy during your generation, you just remember Arkansas was great during this time. And this is the name that I think about when I first think about that. That's what Darius Acuff is about to be. I really do think he is that guy. I think he is a lottery pick. I think he will do well in the NBA. I think he's a guy who will not only just get drafted and not only be a lottery pick, he's a guy who's going to sell jerseys and like be somebody in the league. I think he's one of them guys, though. I really think he got the swag. And I don't care if his hair's braided or not braided. He's still hooping. Somebody made a comment about that. Don't know if y'all even recognize that. They said, when his hair ain't braided, he be going off. He got the fresh braids. He still went off. I'm like, hey man, it don't matter. That boy's a hooper. I like him. I like his grit. He got the size at this level to be an NBA guy. I just like what I see from him.
100%.
I'm not taking it too far.
But yeah, and honestly, I think I don't think he will stay. I think Malik Thomas would benefit from one more season in college.
And we would benefit from having him as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, and Coach Calipari has already came out and said, I mean, the group they expect to have next year is more or less the same or equal to what we're seeing right now. And, me and some friends, we were texting during game, name a freshman, and somebody's already put it in the comments, but name a freshman at Arkansas who's had as much impact in a full season or whatever as Darius Acuff.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Joe Johnson's the only answer.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of what we think of Joe Johnson is after, his legend, if you will, kind of came to obviously a peak in the NBA. We didn't even realize what we had when he was here at Arkansas.
Right.
So,
and he stayed 2 years.
Oh yeah. And he was here for 2 years. So seeing what we see now, or what we're seeing out of Acuff now, I mean, we haven't seen this before.
Nope.
So we'll see. But they got Ole Miss on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let me see.
Wednesday, 8:00.
8:00. I'm tired of those later games. January 7th, 8:00. Currently sits at Arkansas's favored 53%. Ole Miss is sitting at 8-6. And to this day, I am glad that we did not get Chris Beard as a head coach.
Mm-hmm. Oh, why is that?
Huh? Because we have Coach Calipari. And, domestic charges.
We let stuff like that slide if you win it.
True.
Yeah. Either way, I like what I'm saying for the basketball team. We put a cuff on them volunteers. I like what you did there. My guy. I do like that.
Need to put that on a shirt.
There you go, for sure.
Who do we play Saturday? Sorry.
Who do we play Saturday?
So who do we
Oh.
play Saturday?
Let me see. Saturday they have go back.
I want to see what team really tests Arkansas in the SEC.
So coming up, they've got Ole Miss, and then they have at Auburn
Auburn. Okay.
on the
Who
10th
just lost?
at 5 o'clock, and then on the 14th, home against South Carolina. Honestly, January 17th at Georgia will be a pretty big game. Georgia's currently ranked 23. I think they're sitting at 13-1. I mean, they're averaging 99 points a game. We're averaging 90 points against. It's about 75-74. So that game could easily end up in triple digits on both sides because there's no defense coming from Arkansas. Unless they bring Coach Richardson with them to Athens, which is always a possibility. I mean,
anything is possible.
Yeah, but I think that that's a game you need. Get some kind of rough ones out of the way, because then right after Georgia, you have Vanderbilt at home, and they're ranked 11th right now. I believe they're undefeated, aren't they? Yeah, they're 14-0. Who would have thought that? Whatever Vanderbilt is getting between their football and basketball team, I mean, needs to be studied. Then we have LSU, then OU, and then January 31st is the big game against Kentucky.
Ryan, you got that right. I've been noticing. I've been watching him from a distance.
I mean, he's lost them. He's single-handedly lost about 3 or 4 games for Florida.
Yeah.
Needs to be investigated for rigging games.
Either way it goes, we got better, and I'm happy about it. Look, last thoughts on basketball. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going too far. I may be speaking something into existence people don't even see yet. I don't know. Either way it go, I will say this. Excited about what they're doing. I'm excited about what Ryan Silverfield is doing. But before we get to Ryan Silverfield and his transfers, who's going out, who's going in, we'll tap into that. We got to talk about the college football playoffs. College football playoffs. Playoffs.
You want to know what else we should talk about? Is the pick'em?
No, we should not. We should not. We should move on. We should move on. Because
are you going ahead and bowing out?
No, I'm not.
Are you forfeiting?
No, I'm not.
So I just automatically get the belt.
You may just lose all of them in 1 week, and I may just rebound week by week. Anything is possible.
I need to get that on a clip to put on here.
Gotcha. Check this. The college football playoffs. These last couple games. What have you been impressed with, and what has really puzzled your brain with these college football playoff games?
I feel like, and this was kind of talked about after round 1. And we're kind of seeing it, that the teams that get the bye week, the first week, they're struggling with their first game.
Yep.
And I kind of question too. So, game 1 or week 1 of the college football playoff, those are home games for teams.
I'm glad you mentioned it.
Then you move into true bowl games for the next round. I feel like they either need to all be home and away games until the national championship, or until at least the semifinal, Final Four, or make them all neutral site games.
Right.
Because their fans are going to travel to this. So I think that having the first round at somebody's home stadium and the next one's not, I just think that's kind of dumb, but I get it because of the bowl ties. But figure out something else, because
just add some more teams. That's how you do that.
That's coming soon.
It's coming soon. It's coming regardless whether you like it or not. It's coming. But I look at it and say, if it's my first game and I got a bye week, I'm playing at a neutral site. I want my home fans to be as loud as I've seen them been all year in the bowl game. I definitely
CFP teams with a bye are 1-7.
See what I'm saying? And let's not even talk
Indiana.
About
no, they had a bye.
Let's not even talk about the SEC record in regards to
the U showing you how to win on the trenches. Yeah, and honestly, Georgia screwed that up because they could have played Carson Beck in the next round, but Ole Miss is going and doing their thing. I hope Ole Miss wins it, and I hope Lane Kiffin gets his ass handed to him next year. Yeah, well, the things that are going on, it's funny now that all this is happening, and
This. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you're seeing now these coaches that are at Ole Miss want to start bringing up tampering and all this shit.
Mhm.
Like y'all weren't saying it when Lane Kiffin was your head coach, and now y'all want to point fingers at what we know has been going on for a long time.
Mhm.
But it's obviously, I mean, it's just pettiness. But
Right.
if I'm in whatever Ole Miss's new coach Golding or whatever his name is, whatever he needs to do to get himself and his team motivated, go for it. If throwing Lane Kiffin under a bus makes you feel better at the end of the day, go for it. But yeah, I mean, I said before the playoffs started that it would be hilarious if Ole Miss won it, because guess what? Lane Kiffin would still
Didn't get paid.
get paid and get a ring.
That's wild. That's wild.
And then I saw that another coach on Ole Miss's staff won't coach. I think it's a running back coach. He will not coach the rest of the college football playoff because
Well,
he's
I
going
think
to
Charlie
LSU. So Charlie Weiss is it.
That's it.
Yeah. And I
But
just think
see-
it's funny because all these guys are bailing on Ole Miss for this new job at LSU.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, my deal is it's a number one, it's a bad look for these coaches. But number two, you are slapping these athletes in the face
Mhm.
by the way that this is being handled. But I also believe, and this is something that I was thinking about the other day. I watched a post on SEC Unfiltered, and it kind of goes hand in. So we have the issues with the college football calendar, like it's just done poorly.
Right.
You know, now we have the one transfer portal that's opened up, but I feel like, in a sense, and yes, it would come to lawsuits and whatever else happening. But why can't the coaches also have a transfer portal for themselves? I get that coaches are fired before the end of the season and whatever. Totally get that. But why not change it to where you can't? I mean, there's going to be leaks. We see it now with players entering the portal before the portal even opens up, whether it's their agent, their representative, one of us, whoever else that are out there putting like, hey, so-and-so's entering the portal. Yeah, those leaks are going to happen. But I don't feel like these coaches should be allowed to just come out and announce this before the season's over without any repercussions. So why not give them a portal to where they can leave their current job for their next job? Hey, guess what? You can't leave until your team is done, or until the day after the college football playoff, however they wanted to do it.
Yeah, they got to figure it out. The thing about it is, the NCAA is directly in control of this, but they just leave it unscripted, very unstructured, and we as fans argue amongst each other as to how stupid this is. But they make all the decisions. They make the final choices. Bama got dog. Yeah, they damn sure did.
And the last time Bama lost that much was against Arkansas in like 1996.
It was so many Arkansas references in that game. I was like, please don't mention us. Like, I don't even want nobody to talk about us right now.
Then Brian, I'm not saying money doesn't matter, because it does, but Indiana isn't even in the top 50. Yeah. And that's another thing too. I was reading, it came out in the second week of December, I think it is. And there's another private equity firm that is looking to put in $500 million to the Big 12 to basically give teams loans.
Yeah. This is
So that's now what we're looking at. We've gone from a year ago, or a little over a year ago, us talking about, hey, this is going to happen in the future of private equity or these teams being, stakes being bought in these programs, to now, hey, it's here. So, but now you've got private equity firms that are, hey, let's just do it to the whole conference and not just one school.
There you go.
Because they're looking at it a different way. It's, hey, we're going to give loans to these programs.
Hey, so I hate to do it. The guys in the comments talking shit, and they're not wrong. Dude, how we leave points on the board? We threw the ball, got past interference, got on the goal line. You gonna let Aaron Rodgers do a quick pitch to a tight end with no speed for real? Throw to the damn tight end. You got two of them. I don't know.
And he
I don't
caught the
know.
ball at the 7
Oh,
or so,
oh,
you know,
oh.
yeah, you got 1 yard to go and playing 7 yard back, starting your play.
This is how this game plays out every year. It's just like we talk
But you know what's going to happen is Baltimore's going to have like a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, and Pittsburgh's going to come back.
No,
Because it's happened more often than not.
this is true. This is true. But something got to happen. Got to turn the ball over.
Does Aaron Rodgers hang it up after the season if they don't make the playoffs right here?
As much fun as he having right now, he may come back. He may
Where's
come
DK?
back.
Oh wait, DK suspended, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't even know if that really would have made the difference. I mean, you definitely got a game plan for him, but it is what it is. Damn, Raheem Morris already got fired.
He got fired. The Atlanta GM got fired.
Terry Fontenot.
Trying to think of any other changes. I don't think any other changes have happened yet. Maybe John Harbaugh will get fired tonight if they lose.
Possibly. Mr. Reese said a bunch of 3-stars designated, developed, and coached up.
Mhm.
I like his philosophy of how he goes about his business in regards to how he does coaching, how he studies film. He just in love with the game of football and everything that's all about it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that about him. It doesn't matter who wins to play Houston, who's going to win. Yep, even somewhere else. Yep. Very possible. Very possible. Sounds like
Who are y'all rooting for in the playoffs?
the Steelers.
NCAA.
Oh,
Who did I? Well, I picked Georgia to be different from Porter. 'Cause he
Well,
picked
out of the
Indiana.
Final Four now, at Ole Miss versus Miami, who are you going with?
I mean, I want to go for Ole Miss just because I think it would be the funniest thing to happen. I enjoy watching Miami.
Their defense is better than I thought. Yeah.
I enjoy watching, the former players on the sidelines, wondering how much coke Michael Irvin did before he ran down the sideline.
hey, that man exposed his 6-pack to pull off his belt.
I mean, I don't know what to think if I was one of the players on that team. Say you make a big play or something happens, and you have Ray Lewis and Michael Irvin running at you in the end zone.
Now see, it's something to be said about that, right? So as us as fans, from a distance of our team, we want that as well. We want the guys who that people know outside of Arkansas on the sideline. We need that.
Yeah, Chad Morris is getting ran back at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Porter is not happy, and he's not going to live it down. It would be hilarious, though, if whatever happens next season and Dabo didn't finish the season as head coach, and then Chad Morris is put in as interim coach.
Yeah.
That would be
yeah,
amazing. But no, yeah. I think Indiana is the most complete team. At some point, I feel like Ole Miss and Miami, their run is going to end. And is Miami considered the Cinderella since they're 10?
Technically, this is my thing. Watching the playoffs in regards to this, people always talk about it back in the day, but it's like offense sells tickets, just put butts in seats, but defense wins championship. The best defensive team that I've watched is Miami.
Mm-hmm.
My guy is from Miami, and I called him and try to figure out like, hey, what team look like? I've seen them in ACC because we on the East Coast. And I've seen some of the games, but I never watched Miami game all the way through. And I'm just looking like, he was like, we got some first round defensive linemen. We got some first round DBs. I'm looking like, oh, offensive linemen. I'm looking like, oh. So to see them live in the whole game is not exciting. But they just keep marching. They keep getting ahead. Same way with Indiana. Indiana does not turn over the ball. They maximize all the opportunities.
Were there some folks that were trying to say that Cristobal could end up at Arkansas before? Yeah.
That was smoking dope. I don't know.
I feel like I heard that at one point.
Why would you leave Coral Gables to go to Fayetteville?
I mean, I've never been to Coral's.
I have. I've been on the campus of Miami. And it's weird because it's a private school. It's not like a dope school. It's like
you want to know something though? So, and this is random, but I guess I just put the two or thought of the same thing because of the crime in that town. But when I was in Tulsa, so I flew out of Tulsa to go to North Carolina. So the first, I ran to Walmart to get some protein shakes because I didn't want to go eat dinner, and I went to a Walmart that I shouldn't have gone to.
Oh, okay.
So then
that's why you see all that paraphernalia. Go
probably.
ahead.
So then last night we didn't touch down back in Tulsa until like 11 o'clock. So then it's like 11:45 before I get to my car, and I stopped at a gas station on my way out. When I tell you that I felt like in those two instances that I was going to be on the next episode of the first 48.
It was like that?
Yes, it was like I should not, like, I roll up to this this Quick Trip, and there's a drive up dispensary in the same parking lot, and yeah, it was just I was just waiting for something to go down.
It was a lot going on. It felt like Fort Smith or Pine Bluff. Which one?
I haven't been to Pine Bluff since.
It's the same. I ain't seen change Pine Bluff. Matter of fact, I just seen some police officer was drunk behind the wheel and ran into Sissy's log cabin.
Yeah, now they're putting.
I'm just looking like
they're opening up in the casino now.
I was like, what the hell? Maybe they will set up by Sissy's log cabin. I don't know. Either way, go. Josh, so he already committed to Indiana? Damn. Are you telling us that, Nathan? Because I haven't seen it yet, but I know his name is out there. Also know he was tied to Arkansas for a second. I just don't think we wouldn't pay the type of money. We want to roll with KJ and just see what happens and ask some guys for depth.
4 hours ago, TCU quarterback has committed to Indiana.
That's wow. Signetti is not playing with these people. Edo was in Miami sideline too at the Commons. See what I'm saying? Oh, has anybody seen? We done with my playoff. We got to get into this transfer portal and Silverfield, all that. Has anybody seen anything about Sam Pittman name being possible?
I saw that Alabama needs to get him to come coach of their offensive line, and he's an offensive line coach. He's not a head coach.
He's not a guru at this point.
He said this was his last job, so
as a head coach, that was his dream job as head coach. Why not? Why not?
Because there's going to be somebody that brings that up to him, and he's going to be like, "Well, as a head coach, yes."
Okay. So he said the same thing about if they hit the portal, they can't come back. Hey man, stuff happens. I get it. Like
Lane Kiffin also said he wasn't leaving Ole Miss.
I mean, we knew he was alive from the beginning, though. We have to allow him to be himself. He's been the same person every year. You see?
Well, if this can be done at Indiana, this can be done anywhere.
Gotcha. It can be. I'm excited. So as we transition, we're talking about Ron Silverfield and what he's been able to do in the time frame allotted as a head coach at the University of Arkansas. So of course we know January 2nd the transfer portal opened. At this point, of course, we're all sitting here saying, "Wow, we got to have these big 5-star guys. We need another what's his name? Alabama linebacker.
Drew Sanders.
Yeah, we need somebody like that. We need a former 5-star guy. We need him to really hit home. He really didn't, woo us with the coaching staff. So let's see what happens in the portal. This is where it counts. We do have a list of things. You got to do all of them because I don't have my phone with me. But sorry, yeah. Anyway, I just had it. I want to get it. Anyway, but we do have a list of guys who people have asked about who's staying, who's leaving, and I just seen your boy just committed to Texas.
Gerard.
Ian Gerard. Yeah. Now, for some reason, he gonna ball out at Texas. Why?
As long as they're not playing a backup quarterback.
Yeah, because he gonna take that ride. Yeah, my opponent. That's what he gonna do. All right.
How'd that go again? Clip that.
And then Utah coach retired. Yeah, here we are. Utah coach retired.
yeah.
He retired and then got hired. Michigan got the best situation out of everybody, and waited last to do everything. personal circumstances, but they win it.
If Sam goes to Alabama, he needs to sell his house in Hot Springs before he goes.
Absolutely.
Are we missing out on both QBs in the portal? Dun, dun, dun. We have other QB names that we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get into it. You know what? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Who else? Your boy Bob Petrino at North Carolina. You was in North Carolina. You see Bob
Hey,
Petrino?
Bill Belichick, keep your girlfriend away.
Hey man, the bug can get him another bite. He can get him another bite out there, man. Hey,
I feel like that would be the most boring reality show.
dude. But
of
what
them
if?
two.
What if Belichick young girl hooked Bobby up with some of her friends? Dog, I want to see this. Netflix, put this on. We want to see what's going on. We want to see Bobby P with his shirt off on the motorcycle.
Bobby P and Billy B.
See what I'm saying? Hey, and they had the young girls. They be in the lounge with the hookah. They be talking about football, and the
That
girls
needs to be on a shirt too with a Harley. Just
see what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. Of course they do. You got to say that at the press conference. I mean, what do you want them to say?
did Ryan Silverfield say that?
Ryan Silverfield said a lot of things. We're going to win now. Changing light bulbs. Yeah.
Seems like they're headed for another Nick Starkel, Ben Hicks situation next year with no proven quarterbacks. Name a successful SEC team that doesn't have a good quarterback.
I can name you some teams with a good quarterback that's not successful.
Well,
Riddle me this. If an injury didn't happen at Ole Miss against Arkansas, would they have handed the keys over to Chambliss or whatever his name is? Because their starting quarterback, I mean, they weren't going to have the backup be the starter until dude got hurt. Whatever his name is, Austin
Simmons. And
Yeah.
Austin Simmons, who is a 5 baseball player, he is looking well. They are looking at him at Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Kentucky. No, Kentucky. I think it's Kentucky. I'm just looking like the rich keep getting richer. We'll end up with 7. Yeah, we'll end up with 7 Memphis players, and if the 7 Memphis players tie can whoop the dude's ass that was already in Arkansas uniform, I'm cool with it. Plus, they already know the scheme, so I'm not mad at that.
We're improving.
Yeah, and that's what matters at this point. We just got to improve. Like, bring in dudes who better than the guy who was there. Add Bielema's wife to the show. Dog. And, I like to tell y'all like, Bielema chick was hot. He met her at the casino. We've been talking big boy trash ever since. He was talking trash the other day about the SEC not winning these bowl games. He said he is forever going to troll. Low key. I doubt Sam goes to Bama. His blocking scheme doesn't seem like it will fit with DeBoer. DeBoer has never put an emphasis on run the ball. Yeah, because that stuff he was doing works out west. You in the South. People want you to stick to the script when it's Alabama. So he may have to adapt if he know what's best for him. I think they let them in the playoffs and they shouldn't have been in there, but I digress. Side note, Jalen Raynor, he went to Iowa State. That's Buddy from Arkansas State. The quarterback from Arkansas State.
Yep.
I ain't mad at it, bro. I ain't mad at it. Shout out to Logan. What's up, Logan? 4-8 or 5-7. Are we talking about that? I don't even know. I want to see them. I want to see the people. I want to see the roster. I want to see a vanilla spring game, and we'll go from there. Hart, do you have those? You got the information about the people in the portal?
Yeah, Adam's going to read most of it, and then I'll do the last bit.
Speaking of QBs, what is KJ doing these days? Jefferson
or Jackson?
Probably Jefferson, because Jackson's staying. So
yeah.
Right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, you ready? You got it. I'll have my.
It's time for some hog news.
You can start off, Adam.
Hang on, geez.
Yeah, you can start and.
She said.
Whoa.
Okay. Are we going to or these are commitments that we already have.
Mm-hmm.
Is this scholar current? Okay, so we currently commitments we already have Malachi Breland or Breland, offensive guard from Memphis. Christian Harrison, a safety from Cincinnati, Tennessee. Special teams: Adam Johnston, the long snapper, Braden McAllister, kicker, and Max Gilbert, another kicker. Unfortunately,
I'm pretty sure
portal. Go ahead.
Christian Harrison is Rodney Harrison's son. I'm pretty sure. Just to throw that out there.
No, it is. It is. I was gonna say
Okay.
no. It is. It is. It is. I was gonna throw that in there because I read that
Yeah, shit.
and I googled it.
I'll say it to Rodney Harrison's face. I'm joking.
Oh,
All right. Portal targets. Already. On offense, portal targets. Malcolm Simmons, wide receiver from Auburn. Joseph Hansen, offensive lineman from Coastal Carolina. This one happens, it's probably going to be the name of the season. Nitro Tuggle, wide receiver from Purdue. Spencer Mermans, tight end from Yale. Dane Arnett, offensive tackle from Ferris State. I already have a few opinions on that list.
somebody came out of Ferris State.
Kamori House, linebacker from North Carolina. Shelton Lewis, cornerback from Clemson. Melvin Hills, defensive lineman from Texas. Eddie Tucson, linebacker from UAB. Vincent Jackson, defensive tackle from UConn, and he is visiting tomorrow. That's where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, it's one of those things like I just don't want to continue to see, even with a new head coach, us not really making a splash in the transfer portal and getting these mid-majors or D2 guys. I mean, I know it worked out in retrospect with a couple.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, somebody transferred. There's somebody's. Where did? Hold on. Side note: where did Chambliss come from? Because he won a national
Trinidad
championship.
D2.
I know. What school was that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Trinidad Chambliss was at Ferris State.
I know I'm not. I know what I'm talking
21.
about.
Yeah, he was there for 3 years.
Yeah, I'm like,
and
yeah,
he won
dude,
2 national titles.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they got some players. I'm like, somebody that's really relevant right now with Ferris State. I was wise in my mind. Georgia State kicker is a kickoff specialist, and Gilbert also punt. I'm with it. When I tell you, we showed at the beginning of the show, we talked about Cam Little. We talked about Jake Bates. This stuff matters. Yes, we want a big name, great athletic, all-American quarterback and running back. We want all those things. But special teams, you got to build a foundation. Offensive line, defensive line. Yep. See, Ryan be knowing what's going on. I know it's the schools. Yeah, I thought about that too. I think about all the schools that are actually have new coaches. You should be raiding their pantry straight up. Yeah. And I don't know if anybody else paying attention. I know some people just watch Arkansas. Anybody see what the hell going on at Auburn these days? You don't. No. So let me inform you. It looks like we came out on the good end of history. When I tell you they got a shit show going on at Auburn, like you know how we used to have like max exodus of the roster? Somebody Google Auburn and how many people do they have in the portal right now? This dude has lost Cam Coleman, a top 5 receiver that can go to the NFL. You also lost Deuce Knight, your backup quarterback, who was the future. So for us to have KJ, even though it sounds like, I mean, we can go get somebody else. I get it. But the stuff that they dealing with at Auburn, it looks like Golish is over there wrecking shop and doing what the hell he want to do and not sticking to the script. And it's causing the friction. So it looks like we came out on top in regards to that. Other than Cam Little would be nice. Yeah, we need somebody.
You know who would have been nice? Cam Little had came to Baltimore.
Well, if y'all player went over there doing what he was doing.
Hey, we didn't know that was going on at the time.
He's a freak. He's hey.
Probably those Diddy parties too.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. When you got a lot of money, there's no telling what people really do. That's why I stay out of millionaires' business. I'm a thousandaire. Yeah, I'm not a thousandaire business. I stay in my lane. You don't know what you'll do with all that money. All your morals and values your grandparents taught you may be lost. I saw some headlines about Auburn having some Buyer's remorse on gold. Exactly. They going.
Well, and I wonder is how much of it's like buyer's remorse and how much is it like they're not.
Florida people not happy with their situation either. And you lost Lagway at Florida. I'm telling y'all, if once y'all get outside this scope of all Arkansas, everything, and look at the landscape, we came out on top. Besides Michigan, I like to point out Silverfield doing it right. The public relations, yep, going to basketball games and supporting. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that's key.
And I like him being down there on the court, walking up, shaking hands with fans, sitting close, whatever, not necessarily just up in a box,
right,
with another coach, just hanging out. Would my cousin's name have been a fit? Would my cousin have been a fit?
I was going to ask you, Justin, because I did see a graphic, and I can't remember the young man's name. So you got to tell me his name and his position. But I did see the graphic. Whoever he was for UC, I'm looking like, who is dude? And I seen like a couple people had commented that I was familiar with. So I'm like, there must be somebody, cousin, nephew, something. But let me know what his position is at UCA. 31% of all D1 players are in the portal. Yeah, dude.
I was just about to say that.
Yep. You just go out there and get who you want, whatever fits your scheme.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too, is another stats come out that roughly 35 to 40% of the players that enter the transfer portal don't find a new school.
Right, and that's not our problem. It's not our problem.
I mean, even like there's been times that I've wondered, like I'll go back and look at a previous year, like Arkansas's transfer portal, like on 24/7 or on 3, just to remember where some of these guys ended up. And there's several on there that don't have a new school. And I'm like, part of me thinks, oh, maybe they just forgot to update it because there have been some players where I'm like, oh no, he went to SMU or he went here, he went there. But there's a lot of them that now I just look at like these fools just didn't find new schools.
Right.
And at what point is it you couldn't even find a D2 school?
Right.
Or a mid-major, whatever, a much further step down than the SEC, or has this whole NIL transfer portal thing created something to where kind of like I'm going to use the Malik Hornsby comparison here. You're not going to change positions or take less money or whatever until it's to the point where it's too late for you now.
Mm-hmm.
So how many of these players, they hear, hey, there's not going to be NIL, or hey, this is all we can give you. And they're like, no, I can't do it for that little. So you turn them down. It's kind of like one of those things, you turn a job down and then you want to, nothing else works out or the better job doesn't come to fruition. And then you go back and be like, hey, are y'all still hiring? I think I'd really, it's like, no, sorry, we passed on you.
I get what you're saying. I just want to, sorry. Tyler, as much as I just want to just talk trash to you, Tyler, because for you to say Jordan is wild work, but I'm not going to talk trash because I think I understand where you're coming from. I think he's a generational talent. I really do. So in that aspect, I agree with you in that aspect.
I watched a video the other day. I may have sent it to y'all on IG. But is these guys saying that, if Allen Iverson had been 6'6",
no, he didn't.
What Allen Iverson's game was being that height and being smaller and quicker than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just when somebody's just like, oh yeah, if he had been 6'6" to 6'8", I'm like, then he wouldn't have been Allen Iverson.
Correct.
He wouldn't have been breaking off Jordan as a rookie.
Yep.
Now, granted, 40-plus-year-old Jordan, but at the same time,
it's Jordan.
It's Jordan. But no, that caliber of play, D Rose, if hey, hopefully don't get injured. I know we've talked about John Wall a lot, but I would say if I had to pick one player of Calipari's to compare him to, it's John Wall. Just because of the being able to score bunches, and he has good court vision, but he doesn't think pass first.
Correct.
And which was what John Wall was. Honestly, I would love for DJ Wagner to be able to be more of that Rajon Rondo type. It can be the floor general. Because and it's nothing against Acuff. I just don't think he has that in him because he wants to do as much as he can on his own. Now, obviously, he's going to dish it if the timing is necessary, or he sees somebody breaking as he's trying to slice through the lane, whatever it is. But at the same time, I'm not going to balk it however they want to run things. So.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Hart, is there anything that we are missing in regards to what's going on with the portal and the people who are on visits? Anything that we're
I got
missing here? I
I
did
got
see
a
real.
couple. I got a
Yeah, I
couple of
seen.
people.
Go ahead, get to it.
I got 3 people that I think may be committing, and ironically, they're all from Memphis.
Mm,
We got a quarterback, AJ Hill, who we brought up the day that the news broke on Silverfield that he might be following him, and it looks like he may be doing that. Got a running back, Sutton Smith from Memphis,
yep.
and Jamari Hawkins, the receiver, is also looking at following him to Arkansas to go along with the offensive lineman that committed today.
This
So
is what's
that's it.
interesting.
I will say right before that, as far as the tight end, the Yale tight end target, Spencer Mermans or whatever, he's the
Mhm.
#1 pro football focus tight end in the portal. And Malcolm Simmons, the Auburn wide receiver that we're targeting, is a top 5 portal target as well at receiver.
Awesome,
So
awesome. At this point, you need to be. I need y'all to remember what we saw this year. Like real talk. Like let's. The team that we love to watch year in and year out and have hope for, they won 2 games last year. So when somebody say they want to come to Arkansas and want to be a part of what Arkansas represents and put their jersey on their back, I'm not going down anybody. No matter what star they are, what school they come from. If these people want to play, and we apparently may have a coaching staff that understands how to develop players, which we haven't had in a long time. If they understand what it means to develop players and give them players hope, this is the same thing we're watching at Indiana. So I'm thankful for whoever signed up to come be a Razorback. I want to see this team do well. I'm not going to get too high on them. Not going to talk down on him. I got to give this guy time. No matter what he said, you got to give a man time to develop his coaching and see what happens. Is there any change? Curious Kearns coming home for LSU?
I wish.
still targeting, but we'll see.
They got to drop
Just
that
like
bag off. They got to drop that
Malcolm will
bag.
really. I mean, I would think we have a good chance of landing him, but we'll see.
This is my thing, and it's one of those things where I can say now, man, I wish we would have kept Shaq McCurry. But I'm sounding like the old people. Hell, if you don't want to be a hog, then get the hell on. I'm over it. Somebody else gonna go pay you to play and
I mean,
stay.
it sucks, but rip off the Band-Aid, go away.
There you go.
I'm done with it.
There you go.
Well,
there you go. So go
did
ahead.
you think you got 400,000 worth of?
Hell no. Hell no.
Okay.
We didn't get enough. We overpaid for everybody, including our quarterbacks.
I mean, 12 to 16 million to go 2 to 10.
Right. Like the return on investment is not there. Understand what I'm saying? You didn't sell enough tickets with these inflated numbers. You didn't sell enough merch, hot dogs, apples, applesauce, peanuts, whatever the hell you selling in the concession stand these days. You ain't selling enough of that to make that money back to be in the black.
Well, definitely not when you're handing out apples at Arkansas games.
That's what I'm saying. Like all
and
of
this, how dumb is to? Do people not remember what happened at Tennessee with mustard bottles? And y'all want to give unruly drunk fans apples? I mean,
Derek say he counts his visit to UGA.
I don't know about y'all. My intrusive thoughts would be, I'm going to see how far I can throw this thing onto the field.
Y'all never had food fights in high school?
No, I didn't think that those were a real thing.
Let me guess.
Never in my life have I seen a food fight.
So,
and you went the north side, right?
Correct.
Oh,
here's the thing. Like my graduating class and even the ones that were before and after immediate whatever, there was no food fights. There wasn't that many fights to be. I remember I saw one fight in my 3 years at Northside. That's just what I witnessed. But you saw in junior high, I saw, 1 to 3 a day, it seemed like.
Gotcha.
But everybody just got along with each other. There was one time I did see this one guy pick up one of those, big gray industrial trash cans.
Oh yeah.
And this dude is probably 5'6", 5'7", and he took it. I guess something was said between him and a football player at Northside who was about 6'6", 6'7", 320.
Oh, it's a big fella.
And when his back was turned, that kid picked up the trash can and threw it at his back. And he just turned around and looked at him and walked off. Because he wasn't about to beat the living shit out of this kid. And now, there were some tiffs, like in the locker room, but they were quickly ended because, ain't no point. And plus, people didn't want the coach find out about it. And then you're going to go outside and run bleachers or run suicides in the hot-ass gym.
Hey, man. Hey, this is why we had these little side conversations. People don't understand, like, Fort Smith, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. When I tell you we had all different experiences, I'm older than both of them. But this one probably went to quote unquote the baddest school. Yeah, people talk about.
We didn't fight much.
Right.
We didn't have many. I saw probably 4 fights in my years there. One of them was 2 women fighting because they got pregnant by the same guy. One was when Watson Chapel lost their power, they came over at our lunch and started a fight, and a lot of them got thrown in literal dumpsters, which was pretty funny. And then, we all got along in my class. We all pretty much loved each other, and a lot of them pretty much stay in touch.
See, this is why y'all need to go y'all class reunions. Because y'all
I went to mine.
I know you did. And you was like, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paid. Or was you like back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all over because I'm on Hog HQ?
No.
So
it was more like, I had a handful of them. We're like, hey, I watch your show. I watch it. Like, I'm just like, I appreciate that.
That's what's up, man. Always good to have support.
This is what the guy wanted, essentially, right? Mysterio and Big Show.
Hey, have you? I know it's a new year and everything. Are you doing okay?
Petty? Yes, I am.
No. Are you doing okay? Because I know your boy retired.
John Cena.
Yeah, little dude with the shorts on, the denim short.
The shorts. Yeah, I'm fine. It's one of those that like, it was cool to watch, like his last year going on the little retirement tour or whatever. But at the same time, like for a number of years, I couldn't really like stand him. He was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like I respected what he did. So no, it was cool to watch. I wasn't sad. So it's just next man up.
Gotcha.
He's one that I truly don't believe is ever going to like come back to lace him up. Like The Rock tries to do every 2 to 3 years, and Ric Flair still attempts to do at the age of 180.
Hey man, Ric Flair the man, straight up. Hey, real quick. I see this comment, Hunter, talking about Kane Archer. I didn't get that. Hey.
Did they score?
No. Yeah, that boy just had lung surgery out here kicking y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know. I'm not watching.
Yeah, throw that wham in a circle. Yeah, even if it's little, make it. Yeah, that's hard. Look,
intercepted.
What I'm saying is, Kane Archer. I'm very impressed with Kane Archer. His interview, I think with Peyton Hillis and the other guy.
Oh, okay.
And the 4th and 5 or 4th and 1.
Cool.
Oh, you like that, huh?
He did another interview. Oh yeah, with me.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
Gotcha. This is the thing that's interesting. The more and more I hear his conversation, I'm very impressed with his maturity. And I'm trying to figure out, are we missing out by not having him on our roster at some point? And it may come down the line in the transfer portal. Anything is possible.
Well, and it's crazy too, because like when what's his face? Utah's coach, Whittingham.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he went, I know a lot of people probably thought it. I wondered it too. It was just kind of like, are we going to see? Because Kane follow, because I think the OC's going too.
Right.
And then I honestly, and this is no shot at Kane, and I know it's going to be taken that way, but I thought about that, and then I thought he's not a Michigan caliber quarterback. And that's not a shot at him. And I haven't ever looked it up either, but I'm just like, I don't see Michigan going to get 3-star quarterbacks.
Then Harbaugh was a coach that was there that gave him his first offer. He was in 8th grade, right? That was his first offer, Michigan.
Well, they probably also thought he was going to be 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. Hey, I don't care. They offered the man. They felt like his resume of work was enough to offer him at a young age. That was his first offer. You can't deny that. I would say losing the man Harris sucked. Oh, yeah. Mhm.
From what I hear with Archer, it's the arm strength. It's a lot of check downs, a lot of short intermediate passing, not a lot of downfield passing, what I'm told. So, and they didn't offer him. They didn't offer him. I mean, there was only like 48, 72 hours anyways. And he was already, basically committed to Utah. So,
Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn. All I know is this. When Arkansas has Arkansas players that people in the state love, legendary on a local level, it makes Arkansas better. This is who we are. We don't go out here and get 5-star recruits from Florida, California, and Texas. We don't.
We get those when they didn't get to play at the school they were at, and they come here.
Mm-hmm.
But amongst that as well, we also get the guys that, hey, that whole town shuts down on Friday night to go watch that young man play. And they would love to see him in an Arkansas uniform.
Until I see Arkansas go and get the number one player in any position group, I don't think we're spending money then.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's all we heard about in the press conference was money, money, money. But we are not making a splash yet. And like I said, though, overall, I'm going to withhold, judgment until I see the product on the field.
Right.
Because maybe, and do I think this is going to happen? No, I'm just using it for comparison's sake. Like, if Ryan Silverfield's going to go out and do a Kurt Signetti with 3-star players, more power to him. I'm just like, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Gotcha. Hunter said he's a hometown kid. I don't live far from Greenwood. I hope he does well and proves me wrong, but I just don't see it as an SEC caliber quarterback at this time. Let me ask you a question. Anybody
wholeheartedly agree with that?
Anybody see Diego Pavia, who transferred in? You can tell me he's not an SEC quarterback. The man just got second in the Heisman. Y'all have to understand. I get what you're saying. Ryan Mallett is not going to come back for us. Rest his soul. To see that style of quarterback, he was elite when he came through. What's my man name from Wilson?
Tyler Wilson.
Tyler Wilson was fine. He wasn't no big quarterback. I mean, Brandon Allen made things happen. We've had the plethora of quarterbacks who don't fit prototypical standards.
Brandon Allen's still playing in the NFL.
And he's still playing in the league, is all I'm saying.
Man, he caught hell too while he was here.
Hell yeah. So I'm just saying, to have a player in a style of system, if you really want to do the research, you can actually Google players that are his height and weight and see who you're looking at. Ty Simpson at Alabama, Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. These are the quarterbacks, and they was in the playoffs. We only won 2 games. We need all the help we can get. That's all I'm saying.
Kind of like that phantom block that didn't happen on the first play of Derrick Henry. That they said Zay Flowers had an illegal block. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about at this point. Let me see. Boswell, and it's good.
You have to have a Razorback coach that actually cares about getting kids in Arkansas and talk openly and honestly with their coaches. Agreed.
I mean,
here's a twist, if you will.
Yeah.
And then this, I guess, is kind of going to be my last part on it. It's 9:30. What if some of these players, because we live in an era now where these athletes don't know what the world was like before social media.
Correct.
So who's to say that, in a sense, some of these players, some of these younger athletes, kind of like we've heard with, say, Sam Pittman or others, that didn't want things to end poorly because like they were going to retire here or whatever the case may be. It's kind of like with Mike Norvell and his wife not want him to coach here because of her being from Fort Smith. Because if it goes bad, they don't want that to tarnish them coming back, whether it's to retire, to visit, whatever else. Who's to say that some of these athletes that don't commit to Arkansas don't feel the same way? Like that there's too much pressure on them to come play for Arkansas.
I get it. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
It definitely goes both ways. But when it works on the side of I grew up being a fan, even if at this age I got to go to YouTube to see the real time when Arkansas was legit. I want to wear a uniform. I want to represent the name on the front as well as the one on the back. And they want to be here. I want them guys to be in Arkansas. So I think Ryan Silverfield is a guy who understands what Arkansas needs. We gotta do like rehab. Like we gotta go through like a detox to get this stuff out of our system. Like we gotta get tired of being mediocre, doing the same thing every year, losing, winning 6 games is not enough. And I think we've got a coach in position. We haven't seen it on the field yet, but it'd be interesting to see how him and his staff put this team together with the portal, with the funds that is provided. Jalen Dupree, running back, Colorado State, from Malvern. He has some nice seasons. Nice to see. I don't know if he's in the portal, but it would be nice to get him back. I see his style of game over there.
I think he is in the portal. I think.
Gotcha. We about to get ready to close out of here, guys. Is there anything we want to get to people before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
All right, you got anything?
I do have one quick thing for Ty since he's still here. Keep stirring the pot, my friend.
Yeah.
You know, your posts, your comments, just keep stirring the pot because I enjoy it.
Yeah, Ty. I seen it and I screenshot it, and I sent it to the guys. I said, look at Ty. Look at the comment section. Try to get you a segment.
I guess I'm gonna go watch the rest of this Baltimore game, watch them lose and not make the playoffs.
I
hope they both tie.
No. We have to win this game.
Surely they would have it. Would they have a tiebreaker?
Hey man, look, we got to keep the narrative going. The script must continue. Aaron Rodgers must at least compete to go to the Super Bowl.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
There you go. A-Rod and DK Metcalf. With the uppercut, with that being said, we're getting up out of here. Raven Carlisle, there's no side play I've ever watched. I'm sure that's way before Adam. He was still in the sack when he was playing.
The one I would say is that the best is in prison for capital murder. So
he was fine.
Number 2 running back in the country behind Kevin Falk.
I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I still got clippings because that's what my brother played at McClellan. So
you know, it's funny though, and since Ty brought this up, it makes me wonder because everybody loves this guy so much. Matt Jones isn't your favorite Northside player ever? Because people still bring him up that he was like one of the best quarterback to play here. Riddle me this.
Side note, anybody, I'm about to get out of here. Did Gary Brashears ever come to Arkansas? Or did he go to Tennessee? You got to Google that when we get tired. I was thinking about some quarterbacks. It was a quarterback from Nashville.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Remember the Titans, dude.
That's Gary Bertier. That's where my mind went to. I'm sitting here like, why would he come here? Is he bringing sunshine with him?
Oh, hey, and that boy Sunshine. What we talking about? Sunshine. He got a grill. He got an ice team. Got him an iced out grill.
Hey, 13-4. Would you say that their coach has redeemed himself for the Duval thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the man, the man of Arabian descent who been running that team, he been making moves. They've been losing. He been putting stuff together. Shout out to him and his money for making it count. Anyhow, we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna enjoy this Steelers win and go to the playoffs. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here. We'll holler at y'all. We appreciate y'all for checking in with us. Catch us in the next one. We'll have some clips for you this week on the show. Also, 2026 sponsorships. Holler at us. We about that. We need you. It works out. Do your thing. YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell a friend and tell a friend. And we the hottest thing on the thing. Rashiz left Arkansas. Then he left Arkansas, but then he came to Arkansas. I think he went to Tennessee. Nathan said it like that. What?
Kind
Hey,
of like Snacks leaving Baylor to come to Arkansas to go back to Baylor.
there you go. He said I was tripping. All right, I
Thank
almost
you,
felt
Max.
the tech. I said he almost felt the tech. You can't tech tie like that, bro.
All right, I'm out.
We out of here. Holla.